Okay, let's get started. All right, can everybody hear me okay? Everything is good. All right, good evening, everybody. I got all my notes here, and hopefully we can get through this pretty quick, and hopefully it'll be really helpful for you guys. Um, we've been talking about recently, Tessie and I have been talking about what are we going to do this summer? Because last summer it seems like we kind of coasted for a little bit, and then the wave started crashing on the beach, and we were, it started to kind of go downhill. And I think a lot of it is we're not bringing in new teammates. And so we were asking, leaders who had promoted during this season, what were you doing? And they were, they're always bringing in teammates. And so we were like, okay, so we really need to start being loud about this. And Tessie and I were saying, like, what are we going to do? So we planned this. And then this morning, Cammie talked about how we really need to be bringing in teammates, bringing in the fresh. If we don't, you think about it, you look at a Ruby chart. You can't go Ruby without 3 teammates. You can't go Emerald without 6 teammates. You have to have teammates. And you want to keep bringing, even if you're built for your rank, you're going to get people that quit. You're going to get people that life might happen to them unexpectedly. You always want to be bringing in new. That's going to be bringing in fresh. If I'd rather have a lot doing a little bit rather than a little bit trying to do a lot. You'll burn yourself out trying to do everything all by yourself. You might be able to make it to diamond, maybe double diamond by yourself. After that, you're really going to get burnt out. You're going to get stuck. And so bringing in new is super, super important. And we always say, tell your story. And I know some of us get stuck on that. I know when they started saying, like, you can't say this, you can't say this, I was like, it kind of got in my head, like, okay, so what can I say? And I was scared to post because I was afraid I was going to say something I shouldn't. So that was silly because there's lots of ways to tell our story. And why is telling our story so important? And I have my notes here because I didn't want to forget anything. But first, it lets people know a little bit of who you are. It lets people kind of get to know you a little bit, get to know who you are. You kind of gain trust that way. That's the same thing with the life posts. Telling our story is letting people see that you're a real person. If they see you promoting and doing well, they're going to think, well, that's just for some people. That's not for me. But you telling your story lets them know that that's for them too. Anybody can do this business. You want to be relatable to your audience. Don't tell Kelly's story. I'm not saying don't post about other people's, can everybody else hear me okay? Everybody else can hear me? Perfect. But your story is super important because there's going to be people that can relate to you. There's going to be other yous out there that need to know that you made it, you're making it, you're excited, you're going somewhere, and they can too. So it's super important. Facts don't sell people, stories sell people. And Kelly always talked about doing the jab, 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 right hook posts. So doing the jab posts, that's tugging at people's heartstrings. That's saying that you want to be paying off debt. You want to be a stay-at-home mom. And there's other people out there like that, just like you, that want to be a stay-at-home mom. They want to be able to pay off debt. I saw Kelly posting about her, retiring her husband. I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. I want to retire my husband, So tell your story. Your story is super important. You may think it's boring and ridiculous, but your story is super duper important. I had a girl on my team recently. She said, she goes, but I don't really have a why. My friend just asked me, and I'm easily swayed, she said. And so she said she joined. And I was like, hey, that was Lindsay's story. Lindsay didn't watch anybody. She didn't feel led or anything. She just joined because I asked her. but now look where she is, So everything about your story is super important because it's your story. Yeah, that's why Lacey joined. That's right. See, and look at Lacey running for Presidential Diamond this month. So I think I got all of that done. I want you to think about why you joined. I want you to put it in the chat why you joined. Did you see, like, why did you join your enroller? Did they post something that made you want to join? Was it because they asked you? Could you relate to something that they said? Put it in the chat why you joined. Okay, Valerie joined for 10,000 for the bonus. You joined because of a coffee host to post. Diamond bonuses, a host to post. Yeah. Yeah, some of you joined for the products. Yeah, someone was asked 4 times before. See? Bree posted about being able to work from home to save money to build a house. I love all of these. I love it, love it, love it. Yes. And all of these are all why you joined. So you didn't join because somebody, had facts out there. Most of you joined for a story. Now, some of you joined for the money, and that's good too, and that's what I said. I joined because I wanted money. I wanted extra income. I didn't want friendships. I had plenty of friends. I didn't need more of those. That's why I joined. Joined to pay off debt. Still can't hear anything. Bless her heart. Missy knew me. She saw me making good money, paying off debt. They had a car that always needed repaired. Yeah. So she wanted extra money too. She trusted me. You think about who you joined with. You joined because you wanted, you trusted them for some reason. And the beauty about it is these are all different reasons, and we'll get into how we can post about all of these different things. So anyways, those are super important. Those are all stories of some way of how you can do it. The hard sell posts and those jab posts, both are super duper important. Okay, so I want you to get your pen and paper, and you can put some of these in the chat too, but I want you to write them down so you can have these for later. I'm only going to ask for you to write for 10, but you're going to be able to come up with more. Once you think about it, you'll be like, oh yeah, and you'll be able to come up with so much more. Okay. Think of 10 things that an extra $500 monthly would help with. And I don't mean milk, eggs. I don't mean list $500 worth of groceries. I mean groceries, gas for your vehicles, your house payment, car payment, insurance, pay off debt, pay cash for things, save up. And you can put some of these in the chat. That way we can kind of share ideas with each other. Other people can see the different ideas. So 10 things that $500 would help with. Right now, I'm really going to be loud about paying cash for Christmas, because people could join right now and promote enough that they could pay cash for Christmas this year. That's a huge struggle for people. Repair cars, phone bill, gas, mortgage. So utilities, your truck payment, insurance, all these extra toys that Robin has. But that's what it is though. People need help with that stuff. Fix up your home, birthday presents. I mean, guys, those stuff that Robin said, those things, we had those things. And then, kids' birthday presents, those went on the credit card. And then we just paid for it whenever we could. Travel ball, college, buying a home. Awesome. New brakes for your car, sports. Yeah, 5 kids in karate classes. Hey, those are expensive. And my thing is right now is concession stand season. And it's hard for me to stay out of the concession stand. I love talking a bag. It's probably why I've gained weight during all of this. Probably all started when baseball came back. Nachos, yes. Yeah. We are junkies in the concession stand. Okay, so there you go. How many things did you write down? There's, if you wrote 10, there's 10 posts that you have. I got that from Jennifer Goodson. And so let me see. Let me bring it up here. So every day you can say this. And I had posted about being able to afford putting gas in my Durango. I had Evan take a picture of me putting gas in the Durango. And I put that, we were able, because of this business, we're able to afford to put gas in our vehicle without worrying about if it's payday or if it's at the end of the 2 weeks pay period. That's a huge struggle for people, guys. These things that you're saying, those are huge, real struggles that people have. And I remember, I can't remember if it was Valerie or Lacey said that they almost forgot to pay their house payment or something. And I was like, I have mine automatically come out. And I remember one of them saying, I can't wait till I can be able to do that. And I was like, I forget about these things sometimes. I forget that I can't, it was Lacey, I can do that. This business gives us so many freedoms and we just forget about it sometimes. We've been in it for so long sometimes that we forget the huge blessings that it hasn't always been this way. I'm all the time coming up like last year, it was our county fair and I had been in the business 10 months and we were talking about my mom and dad were going to be out of town and they always gave us cash for our fair, always. And we would need so much because we would take the boys to play games, they gave us so much and we would get food, obviously fair food. And I was like, my instinct was, how are we going to have money to pay for all that at the fair? And then I was like, and my mom was sitting next to me and I said, we're able to pay cash to go to the fair this year. And we both started crying because she just started bawling because that's just huge. So many blessings that we get and we forget about the little things. It's not that you make a 6-figure income or that you've made so much in bonuses. And that's the beauty, I think, about the FTC cracking down on us, that it's made us really get back to the basics of why people actually join this business. And so there's your posts, and you just think of those things. And as you keep going on, you'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like the fair, we're going to be able to pay cash to go to our fair all week this week or whatever it is. Example post, I'm so excited. I'll be making an extra income from my phone to help with groceries. This will be such a blessing for me and my family. If you'd like to bring in an extra income to help your family, message me or comment below. I'd love to show you how. I will copy that. I'll put that in the chat in case somebody wants to, I need it. Hopefully I can. Oh, my Bluetooth's off. That's why, I bet. Now let's try. There we go. Okay, and if Lacey or somebody wants to save that, or somebody for your team, then I have it for my team. But we put these in our chats and sometimes we forget, but it's just reminders, and join that every day. Okay, next. Here's another interactive one. What was life like before it works? Were you in debt? Were you comfortable? You know, you were doing fine. Like Tessie said, she was fine. She just wanted some extra cash. Were you just a stay-at-home mom and you felt like you had no purpose other than to, you know, do wife things all day or whatever, you know, and not that that's bad because I love that. But, you know, what was life like before it works? For me, it was, you know, we were living paycheck to paycheck. God always took care of us. Our families always took care of us. They took us on vacation. You know, they gave us fare money. They helped us pay for things. They gave us Christmas money. So we had things, but we wanted to be able to have that freedom that we don't need anybody else to take care of us like that. We wanted to be able to pay off debt. We just kind of felt like God was leading us to pay off debt. And we've been praying about it for 2 years. And then something you could say was, you know, for me, we tried different things. I was almost getting ready to go back to school. I didn't go to college. So to be able to make a decent income in the area I live, you have to have a college degree. And so we were looking at doing medical billing from home. I was like, wow, $40,000 a year. That would be really awesome. We could do a lot with that. Like, that's what most people made with that. And now I'm like, whew, I'm glad we didn't do that. But you were comfortable, didn't need anything, but wanted to be able to pay for things without dipping in our savings and pay off some. Yeah, perfect. I love that, Robin. So what was life like before it works? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, now, how did you find it works? Were you like Lacey, that your sister came and begged you to do this? Or Lindsay? Were you just looking through your Facebook? You know, we kind of already talked about this, why you joined. So were you asked, you know, so write that down. Number 3, if you were held back, tell what held you back. Like Lindsay, she'll say that, you know, she's done other things like this before, and so she wasn't sure about it. She joined like right away that day, but she was concerned about it. She was kind of worried that she would fail. Didn't we all? Did anybody come in thinking that you were going to go really far? So those are super important. If you did have doubts about the business, or fears, any kind of emotions like that, you need to tell that often in your stories, in your posts, because people are feeling that too. People will feel like this is a pyramid scheme or a get rich quick scheme, or that this only works for certain people. My thing was, this only works for people in like a city. Like, you know, I did Mary Kay and 31, and I love Mary Kay and 31. I still use their products, but it was already done in my area. Like, so I'd have to like go to a different city to find customers or have a party, you know, all these things. Okay, number 4, how is your life different now, or how will it be different because of this? So, you know, if you've been in any amount of time at all, what have you gained from this? Have you gained friendships? I have my team tell me a lot that their relationship with the Lord is so much stronger because of this business. I know for me, that was completely true. I mean, we've grown so much. My marriage is stronger. I feel like we're better parents because of it. You know, yeah. Stacy and my aunt told me the same thing. My cousin and my aunt, they told my mom, that's a pyramid scheme. That's one of those get rich quick schemes. And they just love you. They just care about you. They're just worried about you. And as they see that this business is not hurting you, that this business is actually making you a better person, and they actually see you bringing home income, it'll change. It did for them. My aunt, actually, the one that said that, did eventually join the business. she's not doing anything with it, but she did join. So it must not have been too bad of a pyramid scheme. Yeah. Yes. See, and maybe you've had results with the products. Maybe that's what you've gained since you've been in the business, and, and relationship with others in the Lord. And that's how it is with me too. Like, I've come out of my shell so much. This was not me. Like, I could talk to you if you were, like this, if you were Lindsay or Evan, but nobody else. My mom's like, Rachel, you're such a different person. Like, I'll go to the grocery store and talk everybody's leg off. And how will your life be different? So if you just started and you were like, well, I haven't really gained anything yet, how is your life going to be different? Everybody started at day one. Nobody started at diamond and making, however much a month. Nobody started there. Everybody started at zero, ground zero. Everybody started at one, and we all posted about something. So I would post about, I can't believe I'm going to be making an extra income to help pay for this. So that goes back to that $500 post. I can't believe I'm going to be making an extra income to help pay for our groceries. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm going to be making an extra income to help pay for our house payment. So what is the business going to do for you? And number 5, invite them. You always want to have a call to action, inviting people. I want your life to look like this too. Or, if you need an extra income, comment below, message me, text, opportunity, whatever. So those are the kind of things that you want to do. Telling your story is not going to be the same beginning to end every day. It's not going to be, I saw my friend, my husband and I were looking for a way to pay off debt, and we've been praying about it. And I met my friend Kelly on Instagram, and I messaged her a month later, joined her team, and blah, 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 blah. That's not always going to be your story. Tell bits and pieces of your story every day. And then sometimes tell the whole story. Sometimes it's good for people to see the whole story, but you don't have to do that every day. Like I said, doing the groceries, or this time last year we were at the beach and I posted about that I get to do this business with my sister. Sometimes I'll post like a picture of, like I posted about Tessie when she was at conference and she was announced that she was going to Margaritaville, and now they're not doing it, but that was super exciting. That's still an honor that she got that. And I posted about that one day, like friendships that I had made. There's so many different things that you can post about your story. And don't forget those hard sell posts. Those, I posted one tonight. I am so excited. I'm going to the next rank in the company. I'm so pumped. We are headed to the next rank in the company, in the business, which is, and you can put in your rank. And I put, I'm looking for ladies who want to make a diamond or higher paycheck. Because last year I was saying $2,000 to $4,000 a month. Can't say that now. So now I'm saying that want to make a diamond or higher paycheck. And I kind of like made diamond bold letters. I said, check out the income disclosure below. Who wants to run with me? Comment below. Just those fast, loud, excited. We need excitement on our pages. I remember asking Kelly, like, she's telling her story. She's doing the hard sell posts. She's posting about her life. What is she missing? And she's like, she needs excitement on her page. And I know last year when I did that in June, I signed so many distributors because I was excited, and I did posts like that one every day. Just excitement. If you're excited, people want to know why you're so excited. They want to be excited too. They want to go somewhere with somebody that's excited. They don't want to go somewhere with somebody that's Eeyore and negative and depressing and they might get somewhere. You could just join yesterday and say, I'm going to Diamond. Who's going with me? And they'll be like, heck yeah, I want to go with you. They're going to be excited because you're excited. Excitement is contagious. So be excited. when I joined this business, I was not a pink heart person. I was not a pink person. But I found out when I used pink hearts that really smoothed over a lot of angry customers or whatever. Bunch of pink hearts, pink hearts, pink hearts. Because Kelly said to do that. So I was like, all right, I'll use the pink hearts. And it really worked. So I don't care if you're excited or not. I don't care if you've got, strep throat and you feel like you're dying, but you need to put up a post. Use the emojis. That's what they're there for. Be excited. Be excited. No matter how you feel, be excited on your page. When you're excited, your audience will be excited and they'll follow that. Does anybody have any questions? Look at us at 7:45. Well, it's 6:45 Central. That's funny, Lucy. Oh, that's funny. Some days we just can't take selfies. What do they expect? That's funny. Does anybody have any questions about anything? And I can share these with Lacey and Tessie to put in like your guys' chats if you need anything. Yeah, they do. And that'll be a whole nother Zoom. The pictures. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hopping on. And I have this recorded. I will share it. I'll try to get it really quick, but it may not be. We have to hurry up and get to the ball game. So, but we will get it and we will, thank you, Charity. We will get this out to you guys as soon as we can. And thank you so much for hopping on. Tell your stories. I hope this helps you guys so much. I've been praying all day that, and sometimes, I have to pray for creativity. I just feel like sometimes I'm like a writer's block and I need somebody to like tell me, and go to people's pages sometimes if you need to. If you need to get ideas, sometimes I go to Brittany Hayes. I used to go to Kelly's all the time and I still do. Get ideas. Sometimes I'll copy and paste. Sometimes I'll just get ideas. But anyways, I love you guys. I'm praying this helps you guys and that we sign all the teammates this month.